Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. So yesterday we done with a demo number one. Today we're going to be having demo part two, and tomorrow is the final demo part number three. So today and tomorrow we're going to be understanding completely technical things. Yesterday I spoken about what all you need to learn in order to learn Power BI. And even though recession is going on, you should not be worried at all because recession is temporary. We've seen a lot of other recessions also. So people have used the time for the learning during the recession. Once the recessions got over, you will be able to get a lot of opportunities. One guy I met in Hyderabad, he was a BCom graduate and 2007 passed out. 2009, even I lost the job in the company. I was jobless. That guy came to me. He got my reference. That guy came to me, sir. I'm a BCom graduate. I wanted to go into IT industry. So you teach me some subject. I wanted to go into the BA stack. Then I said, I lost the job. How is that? I can tell you whether you get a job or not. So that guy is into dilemma now. So now, after 1 week, he came back and he told me, sir, I have decided to learn and tell me, here is my thought process. You teach me, sir, I don't have any problem. So, whatever be the fee you're asking, it may be 10,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees, I'll pay it to you. You teach me because recession I cannot control, you cannot control, but learning I can control. You teach me, I'll pay some 5,000, 10,000, whatever be the fee that you're asking, I can give it to you. But if I don't get a job, if I don't get a job, I lose. I'm ready to lose at 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. And daily I'm practicing some 2 hours or 3 hours. So that is also fine. I lose the time. So 3 months or 4 months I'll practice. That is also fine with me. I'm ready to sacrifice because if I don't get a job, I'm ready to lose the 5,000 rupees. I'm ready to lose some whatever the fee that I am paying that I'm going to be losing. The second one, the time. Apart from that, I don't lose anything. Currently, I'm working for a company. I'm getting every month some 10,000 rupees salary. I'm happy. So you don't worry about recession, sir. You teach me. That is how he came and he was learning. So almost it took 9 months. The course got over within 3 to 4 months. But since he was jobless, even I was jobless, we were sitting together and only practicing. And that guy got a job after 9 months in Bangalore, that to night shifts with a 25,000 rupees salary with TCS company contract payroll. So 9 months he worked in the production and the environment, and immediately he quit the job. He said, "Sir, now I know the subject, I know the environment. Now easily I can crack the job. It is a night shift. I cannot continue in this." After that, he got two more opportunities in Bangalore after the decision. I was talking about 2009 and 10. 10 he got the job. That guy got the job in Siemens Bangalore. Now, in 2012 or 13, he went to US. Now that guy is earning more than 2 crores or 3 crores per annum. Now tell me, he is also from the BCom graduate and a completely Telugu medium guy. And he was into recession, but only the decision he took is that he wanted to learn something. Otherwise, whatever be the salary that he was getting, he was happy with the 10,000 rupees, but is not sure whether he will get more salary or not with the same job. So that is where he wanted to upgrade their skills, and that is where he's able to get this knowledge. So he always inspires me a lot. Even though recession is there, even though experienced people are losing jobs, I'm the big victim in front of him, but he never thought about I will not join. So he said, I'm okay, I'm ready to lose the money, I'm ready to lose the time, I'm ready to take your knowledge, give me the knowledge, sir. So rest of things, I can handle it. So now that guy is able to, survive in the IT industry more than almost 12 years. Is there in the IT industry? Is there in US? Now tell me, who is stopping you to learn? Is it recession? Or who's stopping you to grow? Is it recession? Compulsorily not. Because recession is a temporary, skills are permanent. Clear? You should not be worried about anything. Let it take 3 months or 4 months or 5 months or 1 year. Let it take. But after that, so it will be normal. So you will have a lot of skills. You will have a lot of time to understand. Now, utilize this opportunity. get into the IT industry, you will get more opportunities. Okay, so you have to fill in this form. So this form I have shared in the chat window. So this is the data that you have to fill. And if you already filled it yesterday, ignore it, don't fill it today. People who are new, you have to fill it so that daily videos we're going to be sharing and you will be able to get the discounted price when you subscribe this form. So now today I'm going to be talking about what is business intelligence, what is a data analytics, right? So before understanding business intelligence, let us understand what is a data. So the same question asked to Microsoft. One of the journalists in US asked, "Sir, what do you mean by data?" So Bill Gates says, "Data is currency today." What is data? Data is currency. Data could be personal data, social media data, enterprise companies data, sales data, inventory data. So whatever be the data that you have, insurance data, medical data, banking data, whatever be the data that you have, if you have more and more data, you are so rich in this world. Am I clear? So according to the Bill Gates or the Microsoft, data is currency today. Data is fuel today. Clear? So, how come currency today? Because Google is not selling anything to you directly, but how come they're very rich? WhatsApp is not selling anything to you. They have only the data of yours, but how come they're very, very rich in this world? You can understand. At least Amazon is selling some product. They could be rich in this world. Microsoft is selling software products. They could be rich in this world, but WhatsApp and Instagram, all those people are not selling any product to you. They are rich because they have your data. Small, not a small amount of data, it is a big amount of data the company is handling. So, this is what is the thought process by Microsoft. Data is a currency today. Now, the same question asked to Google, what is data? Data is everything today. So whatever you think of, that is because of data, data, data. When we have a data, we have artificial intelligence, we have driverless cars, right? That's going to come very, very soon, right? Driverless cars or automated cars. Tesla is one of the example, right? Driverless cars, then machine learning, artificial, this one. So whatever you think of, everything because of data, data, data. Today, data can do wonderful things in this life, right? Lot of artificial intelligence, chat GPT got released recently. Now it is because of the data the company is using and creating a lot of applications. Now, artificial intelligence is going to be, rocking. So it needs to have your data. Without a data, nothing is going to work. Clear? So now we're talking about data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, or deep learning, all these things, driverless cars, automations, robots, okay, automation, robots, everything is today is going to be happening because of data, data, data. Clear? So we need to understand two things. One is called, business intelligence, or it is also called as a data analytics. Business, so intelligence. So many people will be calling as a BI, or it is also called as a data analytics, right? So what is the meaning of a data analytics? Means it is reporting the past. Reporting the past is called as a data analytics. That means the Amazon company wanted to know what was the sales of some brand Sony, or what was the sales in India from 2010 to 2015. So they wanted to know what was the sales in India. No, they were trying to understand. They were trying to understand how the India sales from 15 to 20, right? Or how was the sales from India during COVID period. So everything, during COVID, right? So everything they wanted to understand the past. So this is what is called a business intelligence or data analytics. So completely you will be able to understand the past. But the next one we had, that is what is called data science, right? So people will be calling you today and asking you to join data science application. It is also called as artificial intelligence, machine learning, or it is also called as a deep learning, neural networks, natural language processing, all these things part of your data science applications. So this is what is called predicting the future. Predict the future. Okay, so both of them are not same. So remember, business intelligence or the data analytics means understanding the past, predict the future. So the question will be like this: what would be, what was the sales rate? What would be, what would be my sales in India next 5 years? So next 5 years, the Amazon company wanted to predict it today. Clear? So if you wanted to predict it today, or if you wanted to understand the past, definitely you need to give the data. So without a data, it is not going to work. Am I clear? So what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence means it is artificial intelligence means enable enable machine to think. So human beings are going to be thinking today, but enable machine to think is called as, what is called artificial intelligence. So within the artificial intelligence, you have a machine learning, right? And within the machine learning, you have a deep learning. All these things are called as a data science. Clear? So artificial intelligence means enable machine to think as a human being. That is what is called artificial intelligence. Now machines means computers. Computer cannot think because it does not have the intelligence or the emotions. Because of machine learning algorithms and the predictions and everything, these machines is also able to give you answer. They're able to take your language, natural language processing. They can understand your language, they can reply, and these are all completely AI implications or the applications, right? So AI means enable computers to think as a human being. That is what is the capability we are adding to the machines today. Clear? And if you wanted to get into IT industries today, you have a beautiful opportunities in these two sectors. But unfortunately, this is not very easy. This will be very, very complex process. Okay, and it is a 18 months to 2 years course. It is, you have to start knowing SQL and Python, and after that you have to learn AI, machine learning algorithms, deep learning algorithms, natural language. So lot of things are going to be things we are going to be learning here, and it is very, very complex. Apart from that, you have to know stats very well. You have to know maths very well. So mathematicians can easily jump into data science. It is not very easy to get into the job in IT industry when you learn data science. So instead of that, if you wanted to get a job, you can go in for this kind of a courses. So data analytics or the data science, with this 3 months course, you have to learn SQL, right? You have to learn and data warehousing concepts, some ETL concepts. Plus, you're going to be learning Power BI or some other reporting tools. And these are very, very easy, and you have plenty of job opportunities worldwide also. Clear? So if you wanted to jump later, after working for 3 years into the data analytics platform, you can take the training and jump into data science. That will give you at least some free time. Or don't directly jump into this one. And the fees for this course is also starting from minimum 25,000 rupees to people are charging for huge 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs. People are charging, right? So data science, even for the data analytics, we are charging very, very less. So if you compare with our fees with the upgrade or you take any other company, they're charging minimum 70,000 to 1 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakhs. That is how for the data analytics course also people are charging in India, right? And when you compare our syllabus with upgrade syllabus, when you compare, our syllabus with any company syllabus, definitely our syllabus will be far more, you know beyond than their syllabus, and we are completely teaching from very very basic level to advanced level. And if you take upgrade courses or any other data analytics courses where you will be paying more and more amount there, and you will not get anything. One example I can give you: one guy from Maharashtra joined Manipal University by paying 3.5 lakhs. So it is 1 year data analytics course with this company. So, Manipal Open University, and that people did not teach them. They have a tie-up with Upgrade. Upgrade people have given the videos to this guy, and they have given a mentor also. One mentor is also assigned so that this guy has to read the videos, and this guy has to ask the questions to the mentor. But the mentor is the IIT guy. IIT guy, he was helping. Now he told him that if you wanted to get in depth of syllabus, don't go into this kind of a curriculum. You better go for the Bhaskar Jogi's online classes. That guy told me in the month of December he joined. Sir, one of my mentor is from IIT Madras. That guy referred. Even though I have joined in the Manipal University, I paid 3.5 lakhs for the data analytics. He referred me to your institution. Again, I have joined. I have learned a lot of things from here, very, very basic level to advanced level. I think that guy is now appearing for the interviews, right? So even though you pay 3.5 lakhs data analytics here and there, that will be useless. And in the previous batch also, one student told she was about to pay 1.5 lakhs to somewhere else, and she stopped and she joined with us, and we are charging very very little. When you compare with us, you will be able to get much more subject when you compare with the upgrade syllabus, simply learn syllabus, or whatever be the number one institution you're talking about in India. You take their syllabus, you take my syllabus, we can compare. Definitely you will be able to get a beautiful subject from very very basic level to advanced level. Am I clear? If you wanted to go ahead with the data science, but go ahead. But this is very very complicated process. Getting into IT industry is not a joke. It's not easy. I strongly recommend you get into this first and get that job and work for 3 4 years in the IT company. Later you learn these courses, because you will be having the salaries and everything. You can also choose the right institution to learn the data science, and you can move from data analytics platform to data science later. So that is what is my suggestion to you guys. Clear? So business intelligence data analytics means the same, right? But data science means this is a predictions. Clear? So you will become a data scientist. You don't become a software engineer. So when you learn this course, you will become a software engineer. So you could be a developer, BI engineer. So you will be given this kind of a post in the IT companies. But here you're not an engineer, right? You're a scientist. Scientist means you have to have the research and development capabilities, right? If they give you the data, you should be able to research on the data, and you should be able to tell what are the issues with the data. It is not a very simple thing. So if you use a lot of YouTubes, and people will say data science is the sexiest skill, hottest skill, you will get a lot of job opportunities. All these things are bullshit. It is definitely hot skill, but learning perspective, many people joined me and they were telling, sir, actually I have taken the data science course earlier, so I wasted almost 2 years of time and lot of amount also. No, I couldn't get a job. And again, they took data analytics, and they're able to sustain in the company. So that is your wish. If you wanted to go into data science or data analytics, that you can enjoy, you can listen and understand. But the reality is this. Okay. So now, if we have the data of the company, what kind of a data the company has, that is what is very, very important. Always the company have different sizes of data. If the company has small amount of data, So, for example, think about goonlinetrainings.com. Every month I'm getting only megabytes of data. Every month I'm getting 1,000 inquiries. All the 1,000 inquiries I'm going to be storing into Excel sheet. I'm going to be storing all the data here. And all the data, why are we storing? We are going to be processing also. For example, I wanted to take the inquiries data. So every month what I'm doing, I am storing in the Excel sheet. So this is the students inquiries data that I'm going to be getting it. My team is going to be storing all the data, serial number, name of the student who inquired, what is the course they wanted to have it. Now, male, female, date of inquiry, phone number, email ID. If they joined, we are also writing what is the amount they paid and the paid date. Now, this is the data. Every month I get 1,000 inquiries. But end of the day, I don't need only the data. I need some information. So that is what is called a summary, right? Summary I wanted to have. My team is going to be creating Bhaskar sir in January month. Power BI, we got these many inquiries. February month, we got these many inquiries. MSBI, we got this much. Like that, every in a month, they are going to be keep on adding, keep on adding. So manually, they'll be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is what is called the processing. So every month, so monthly, so the data will be counted and stored. Again, they create one more summary. January month, what is the fee collected? January month, what is the fee collected for this course? So by this course, I will be able to understand and which course, I'm getting more and more income. For the which course I'm getting less income. So I'm understanding the past. This is what is called data analytics or a business intelligence. So by using data, I don't understand anything here. But at least if I create some summary report and I will be able to take this data fee for the MSBA. This is for the fee for the SQL Server and Power BI. I manually, do the calculation. I will be able to do the sum, right? So after that, I compare which course is doing good, which course is not doing good. By doing that, I am doing what is called as a data analytics. Data analytics means comparing the things. You have got some marks and your sister got also some marks. Father is going to be analyzing your marks with the sister's marks. Sister is scoring 90% and you're scoring 80%. So what the father will be saying, you don't go to the cricket, your pocket money is cut, your tuition time is increased. So all of them will be taking the decisions. Why? You have to also score 90 or more than 90. Right. So when you compare the data, you will come to know who's doing good, who's doing bad, or your marks will be compared with the neighbor marks or your relative marks. So comparison has to happen with your friends, your relatives, your classmates, so that the father wanted to see the improvement on you. This is what is the purpose of comparison. This comparison is called as a data analytics. To analyze the data, I have to get the data, process the data, then store the data, then you do the comparison. Clear? So all this process is called as a data analytics or called as a business intelligence. If the father does not wanted to improve you, then he will not see the data. He's not bothered about you marks. He's not bothered about anything. So either mother or father, they wanted to see where are you, dropping down, where are you, growing. So everything they wanted to see, and so that they can have the control on you because they wanted to take care of you. So instead of you keep the business over there. So when there is a business, so business will be happening. So somebody has to taking care of the business. So they cannot simply put the amount and this is simply they cannot leave the business as it is, right? Every time, every day, they wanted to compare and understand how the business is happening in India, how the sales of this product, how the our competitor is doing in India. So a lot of comparisons are going to be happening. Then you take the decision to improve the business is called as a business intelligence or the data analytics. So end of the day, you have the data. This data is useless until and unless you create a summary. This summary is called as a dashboards today. Clear? The summary is called as a dashboards today, or the summary also called as a simply you can say reports. So whatever you wanted to understand, or some people will say these are called KPIs, key performance indicators, or some people will say summary, Or some people will say, this is what is called a dashboard. So if you wanted to create a dashboard, so you need to have the data. This data cannot tell you anything, but this data can tell you anything. But this data, I can have this data in the a visual manner also. I can go to insert. I can create a beautiful visualizations also like this. So in this, it is clearly telling you Power BI is doing good. The next one is SQL is doing good. Then other things are not doing good. So this is a boring data. This is what is called boring data, which is understandable data. But even though you have this kind of a data, I can make it more interesting by creating a lot of visualizations, right? So this is what is called reporting and visualizations. You get the data, you store the data, you process the data, then you create a visualizations is called as a reporting. Clear? So reporting means you may create the summary reports like this, and this will be boring reports that you're going to be creating. But end of the day, the customer wanted to see a beautiful reports. The reports can be created with the help of a Excel also. Excel is also beautiful reporting tool, and advanced Excel is called as a Power BI, and Power BI anybody can learn. So even though you don't know Excel, you should be able to learn Power BI. You need not know any Excel knowledge. Remember, you need to have SQL knowledge, RDBMS knowledge. So you take the data, convert this data into meaningful information, and you take this data, and end of the day, you're going to be creating a meaningful visualizations. Creating a visualizations is very, very simple. From Power BI to MSB, SQL, Python, DevOps, it is getting dropped. So you can easily understand from which course to which course we are going up, or we are losing the business. Everything you should be able to understand. So end of the day, what you have to understand is that so you have to get the data, store the data somewhere. So if you have a small amount of data, Excel is going to be doing everything. So this is a data analytical software. This is a data storing software, and you don't need Power BI. You don't need anything else. But when you have a large amount of data, so think about Amazon.com. Every month they will be getting lakhs or the millions of data. So every month they will be getting millions of data. Do you think that I can store the data in Excel? No, 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 no. So Amazon company data, we will not be able to store them in Excel. For the storaging purpose, there is a software called SQL software, right? It is also called as a DBMS or relational database management software, or the tools are available where you're going to be storing the data. Clear? So if you wanted to store large amount of data, so that is if you wanted to have the GBs of data, you are going to be storing this data into these softwares. What are the softwares that we have? The popular brand is called Oracle. The next brand in the IT industry from the Microsoft, it is called SQL Server from Microsoft. And there is a one more company called IBM company, Database 2000. Clear? And again, one more beautiful software called RDBMS software, Netiza. This is also from the IBM company. So you can take one of these softwares. You should be able to store the Amazon data. You can go in for MySQL. This is a free software. So you need not pay any amount to anybody. You can download it. You can install it. You can store the data, GBs of data in MySQL. Teradata, right? So lot of softwares are available. All these softwares are called as RDBMS softwares or SQL softwares. Am I clear? SQL means, as I told you, it is a go down or a bank or a tank. Yesterday I told you I have a lot of blood. Where do I store the blood? Blood bank. I have a lot of gold. Where should I store the gold? Gold bank. I have a lot of data. Where should I store? Data bank. It is also called as a database. Clear? Database management system, or it is also called as SQL system. Clear? So Oracle, just like a godown or a storeroom. SQL Server is one more company's godown or the storeroom, or a DB2, it is IBM's godown or the storeroom, where you can store large amount of data, you can retrieve large amount of data. So it is simply a tank. In the tank, what we do? We put the water, we get the water. We put the water, we get the water. So all these things are called tanks or the banks or the godowns or the storerooms. Clear? But if we store the data that is not sufficient, somebody has to process the data. So language is going to be used. So to process the data, we may use any language like C or C++ or Java or Android, right? So or .NET, any language we're going to be using, SAP, we can use any language to process the data. So that is what you got to understand. When you have a GBs of data, every month you are getting 500 GB of data, approximately 40 million rows. 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs, right? Every month you are getting, let us say, 200 GB of data, or every month you are getting 500 GB of data into 12 months of data. So approximately 6000 GB is equivalent to 6 terabytes of data into 10 years of data the company wanted to use. 6 into 10, 60 terabytes of data. When you have terabytes of data, you will not be able to store your data into this. So what should I do? So when you have this much of a data, terabytes of data, that is millions and billions, this kind of a data I'm going to be talking about, right? So this kind of a data, you will not be able to store in the a simple tools. You need to have one more special tool called data warehouse tools. Okay, you should not write where space house. So this is a single word, or you should not write like this, or you should not write like this. It is completely wrong. Warehouse is a single spelling, right? Data warehouse, where you're going to be storing large amount of data. To process this kind of a data, we have to use BI tools, right? So we cannot use simple languages. So that is what you got to understand. But what is a data warehouse? Data warehouse means it is going to be a bigger hardware, large hardware you need to buy, and inside that you have to install SQL software only, or DBMS software you have to install. For example, I take my laptop. This is my laptop. In my laptop, I'm having C drive, D drive, E drive, and F drive. Put together, I have 1 terabyte of hard disk. So that is what is the hard disk size. And I'm having 8 GB of RAM, and I'm having i5 processor. If I install Oracle software in my laptop, what is the maximum data I can store? 1 terabyte of data I can store, because the maximum capacity of the hard disk is only 1 terabyte. So if I install Oracle or SQL Server, okay, any software, if I install, I will be able to store only 1 terabyte of data. But if I wanted to store 100 terabyte of data, can I store it here? Impossible. Why? Because I don't have the bigger hardware. So what I should do, I wanted to buy a bigger hardware with 100 terabyte of hard disk space, 1000 GB of RAM, and 100 processors I'm going to be having. So in this machine, I am going to be installing SQL. SQL means Oracle or SQL Server. All of them I'm going to be, one of them I'm going to be installing. This machine is called as a data warehousing machine. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో డేటా వేర్ హౌసింగ్ మీన్స్ హార్డ్వేర్ ఇస్ బిగ్గర్, సేమ్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఇన్స్టాల్ ఇట్. సాఫ్ట్వేర్ వైజ్ దెర్ ఇస్ నో చేంజ్ అట్ ఆల్. Software wise, there is no change at all. You have to understand same software we are going to be installing. Clear? So we have a bigger hardware. So when you go to a data centers, let me open something here. Data centers, you would have spoken about it, data centers. When you click on the data center, so what you have to do, you will be able to see a data center like this. For example, this is my data center. Data center is this. You have large, big computers you have, and this could be one data warehousing, bigger computer. This could be one data warehouse. This could be one more data warehouse. So inside a SQL means any RDBMS software would have installed and people are going to be using this. So all the machines are going to be there in the data center. So this is a bigger computer, this is a bigger computer, like that you will be, this is one more bigger computer, one more bigger computer. So you will have a bigger computers. All the computers are be part of the data centers. Am I clear? So data centers where you have a bigger data warehousing machines are there, and you have terabytes of data. A company's data is going to be stored in this. Now, we cannot use a simple tools like language, because you need to write a lot of coding. So without writing coding, I should be able to use a drag and drop software. So SAP BI, SAS BI, Oracle BI, lot of BA tools have been created. Then later Microsoft MSBI, and recently Power BI. Then we have Tableau BI, right? So lot of BI softwares are available, that you got to understand. It is not only one BA. When you compare with this BI, these BA tools are released into the market year 2000. Okay. This SQL is released into the market in IT industry 1970, and IBM company is invented RDBMS or SQL, right? So IBM company, even though they invented and they are not number one in the world, the number one is today Oracle, then the SQL Server. Third place we have DB2 Netezza, but SQL concept being implemented or invented by the IBM folks in US in 1970. Clear? So data warehousing again implemented in 1990s. Okay, and data analytics and everything, it got released early 2000. BA tools got released in the market early 2000, right? So that was the time these companies are rocking, but they are giving only the reporting tools. So only they are going to give reporting tools, very costly and very complex to learn, not very easy to integrate. Okay, integrate means you have other computers. With that, I would like to combine this software also. Integration was the very biggest problem. So Microsoft thought, so in 2005 they said, why only one tool? I am going to be giving you three tools. So Microsoft gave SSIS, SSAS, SSRS, and this tool. These three tools are called Microsoft Business Intelligence. One is called ETL software. Tomorrow we'll talk about all these things, right? So analysis, and this is a reporting software. So Microsoft released, these are costly. Microsoft is giving for a free. If you buy my SQL Server RDBMS software, you will be able to get MSBA for free. Clear? So that is the thought process given by the Microsoft. Because of that, many people left SAP BA, SAS BA, OBA. They started using MSBA. Then these are very easy. It became a hot skill in the market and easy to learn. No coding is required. So everything you can do. More tools means you have more work can be done very easily. It is only reporting software. With the help of this, you will be able to do a lot of other activities as well. But so in 2010, what happened, there's a company called Tableau. Okay, the Tableau called Tableau BA, they have released Tableau software. So this is what is called as a self-service BA. That means any non-technical people also can create a report, and it is completely a reporting software. So what is the software name? Tableau BI is a purely a reporting software. Okay. And any MBA guys, BCom guys, botany, zoology guys also can create a beautiful reports. It is a self-service BI. What is the meaning? You need not know any knowledge about anything software, but you should be able to prepare a beautiful things, beautiful reports you can create. And Microsoft, was losing its customers because SSRS is the reporting tool, and where you have a technical people can only create the reports, not other people, right? So a lot of business Microsoft is losing. So immediately Microsoft realized in 2015, and they released only one software, that is reporting software called Power BI. Okay, which is also called as a self-service BI. What is the meaning? Without having any technical knowledge, you will be able to create a beautiful reports, which is just like an Excel sheet, and you can create a beautiful reports, and it is again free, or it will be very very less price when you compare with the Tableau, because of the Microsoft brand and everything. So Tableau BI lost the opportunities. Now Power BI gone up. Okay, Power BI gone up. So now people are going to be using SSIS, SSAS. In the SSRS, they are going to be using Power BI. Clear? So Power BI to create a reports, and SSIS where you're going to be performing ETL operations. SSAS where you're going to be performing analysis. What is a ETL? What is a analysis? Tomorrow I'll be talking about it. Should not be worried. So a company will be storing the data either in SQL Server or in Oracle. When you have a large amount of data, you should be able to store the data in the data warehousing. Data warehouse means terabytes of data. SQL Oracle means GBs of data. Small amount of data means Excel, anywhere you can store the data, right? But the story does not end here. So the data is today beyond terabytes. So the data I'm talking about today, it is not stopped with the terabyte. It is going to be petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, yollabyte of data. So this kind of a data is called as unlimited data or a big data. Remember this. Okay. Unlimited data, big data. So this, a data warehousing also cannot handle that. Now, to implement, we have one more system, that is what is called as a Hadoop. Clear? So Hadoop is a software where you're going to be storing unlimited data, and you're going to be processing unlimited data. Clear? So this is a free software. It is not a commercial software. It is a free software given by a organization called Apache Software Foundation. So this was the charitable organization doing it for free. And if you wanted to store large amount of data, so all this data warehousing will fail, and SQL and all these things will fail, your Excel sheets and fail. And IT industry is going to be using these tools to store the data. Remember, so you don't have any other tools, apart from this. Clear, guys? So without storing data, can I perform data analytics or the data science? So data science, data analytics can be done with the help of a Excel data or a SQL data or RDBMS data or data warehousing data, or the data may be there in the Hadoop also. Without data, I cannot analyze the data. I cannot predict the data. So both of them needs historical data, old data. So if I wanted to predict something, I wanted to know the history of that company, right? So if I have history, then I can do the predictions. But where is the data of that company? The company's data may be there in Hadoop, maybe there in this, maybe there in here, maybe there in this. So that is what you got to understand. So data analytics and data science are going to be dealing the data which is coming from all these things. I will give you a simple example. I wanted to go to supermarket from my house. So it will be 3 to 4 kilometers. How do I go? I can go by a walk. I can go by a bike. So when you have a small distance, I'm using a bike. I wanted to cover 500 kilometers or miles. So how do I go? Can I go by a bike? You can go, but you're using the wrong tool. So you have to go with a train or a bus or the car. When the distance is more, you're changing the tool. When the data is more, you're changing the tool. So you're going to be using SQL. I wanted to go to US from India. Can I go by a car? No, 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 no. You have to use the flight. So when the distance is more, when the data is more, you are going to be using a data warehousing tools because more distance, a train or the car, you cannot use it. You have to go by a flight. I wanted to go to moon or Mars. Unlimited distance I would like to cover. It is a big distance I would like to cover. Can I go by a flight? No, 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 no. I have to use a rocket. The rocket is now Hadoop. Clear, but it is does not mean that I use the rocket everywhere. People will laugh at you, right? It depends upon the usage. Even though it is freely available and it is more strong, you will not be able to use rockets everywhere. So even though Bill Gates has money, Elon Musk has money, they cannot use rocket to come to office. So it compulsorily the usage based. What is the data? What is the distance you're going to be covering? You go by bike or go by car, go by train, go by bus, go by flight or the rocket. Depends upon your usage. Clear? So all these things are important. Nothing is replacement for anything. So rocket is not replacement for the flight. Flight is not replacement for the train. Train is not replacement for the car or the bus. So nothing is replacement for anything. Everything has to be there. So the companies are going to be using Hadoop, data warehousing, BI. Companies are going to be using Oracle, SQL Server, Excel sheets. So depends upon the usage, you're going to be having this. So as I told you, SQL Server is a Microsoft brand. So we are going to be knowing the history of the SQL Server. Yesterday I told you SQL Server 1.0, it is released in 1989, right? It is 1989 released completely SQL software or a database management software. You can store the data. So you cannot do anything. Next 3.0, 5.0, then 7.0, then SQL Server 2000. Till this, it is completely a RDBMS software. But today, it is not only RDBMS software. The next version is 2005, right? In 2005, Microsoft is added MSBI also in this software. SSIS and SSAS and SSRS also got installed, right? Now, what is SS means? SQL Server. SS means what? SQL Server Integration Services. Now, this is what is called ETL. This is what is called analysis or the processing software. This is what is called reporting software. The next version they have released 2008. Then 2008 R2 released. This got released in 2010. Then 2012 version, 2014 version, 2016, then 2017. The current version is 20, this version. So the final version which we are going to be installing. So tomorrow we'll talk about, what is the use of the SQL Server and what is the use of all these things. So tomorrow we'll talk about it. The final version currently we have is this version, but you need to have a laptop or a desktop. Without that, you cannot do this course. You have to have this course and you need to have good Wi-Fi internet also, right? Because you have to attend the live classes. We don't have any classroom classes in Hyderabad. So you have to have minimum any processor you can have i3, i4, AMD processor, anything, and don't use the Celeron processor. And minimum 4 GB of RAM is needed, or more is also fine, and minimum 256 GB SSD or more is needed. And so operating system, you need to have compulsorily Windows 10 or later. Later means 11. So you can have home or pro versions. So Compulsorily, you should have installed MS Office 2007 or later versions. So PDF must be installed. PDF, PDF you can download and WinZip for the zipping purpose. And I'll give you this software tomorrow, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I will be able to show you this software, how to install it. And Power BI also I'm going to be giving you so we can install day after tomorrow. I will give you this software day after tomorrow. You have to get one machines ready, right? So if you don't have the machine today, computer today, you can organize within 1 week of 10 days time. Clear? So you should be able to buy a desktop with this configuration, and you need to go to the hardware shop, upgrade 10 or 11, 10, 11 Pro I recommend. If you have home also fine, but if you have 10 is also fine. If you have a 7, I cannot help you. And don't ask me also, sir, what should I do? You need to go to nearest hardware shop and give some 500 rupees. They will be able to upgrade your laptop or desktop and make sure that you can use that. So that you will be able to install. So this one we're going to be installing on the day after tomorrow. Clear? So tomorrow when we come, we will be talking about how to deal with ETL and what to deal with, SSAS and the SSRS. All these things we're going to discuss tomorrow. And instead of SSRS, we are going to use what is called as a Power BI. Power BI is a completely no coding software, but only if you learn Power BI, that is not sufficient. You have to learn SQL Server, learn Power BI, learn data warehousing software, and you have to learn SSIS software also. That is what I told you, right? So all these things you're going to be learning. Clear? So what all you need to learn? February and March, you have to concentrate on SQL Server and Power BI. In the month of April, you have to concentrate on SSIS and data warehousing. So remember, right? So this is the thing. So this one is the paid course, and this is also I told you paid course. You need to pay tomorrow for these two courses, and later you have to pay for this course. Already is a paid course, right? So compulsorily you have to learn, and this will be free course. I'm going to be giving for free. You can practice these two first, then later you can learn later. Okay, you can learn this later. So after that we create a CV and everything. Tomorrow we'll talk about what is SSIS, what is SSAS, what is Power BI, and what is reporting, what is data warehousing. Everything will be able to understand. Remember, without data you cannot perform data analytics. Without data you cannot perform data science. So where the data getting stored in the IT industry means either in the Excel sheet or in the SQL tools or in the data warehousing tools or in the Hadoop kind of a systems. Okay, so that is what you got to understand. And tomorrow is the final demo. We will be able to, continue further. And after the final demo, you will be able to get the feed discounts and feed details. And don't ask me for the features and everything here because I'm not the right person to tell you. You can call these numbers tomorrow. They will be able to tell you. Tomorrow also you need not call. You will be able to get a clear details after demo tomorrow, so that you will be able to make the payment and continue the next class. Okay, so that is what. So hope you enjoy this demo, and demo part 3 will be the final demo tomorrow. After that you will be able to get the payment details, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Nachinda, did you understand?